Good afternoon. How's everyone doing? I really hope all is well. I hope each and every one is enjoying their day at work, at home, out and about in public. Whether you're to yourself, spend that quality time with yourself, dig deep within, and don't run from yourself or your thoughts. Face them. As for myself, take it one day at a time. Still in motion, still at peace, still striving to learn my purpose in life and accomplish it with each step that I take. Each goal that I have in mind, I know that I can attain it. Just being myself, being authentic to myself, so that I can be that way towards each and every one, genuinely from the heart, without no ulterior motives. Look for nothing in return. I'm not gonna take up too much of y'all time today. I know y'all folks out there busy, have your own lives to tend to, whatnot. So the topic of discussion this afternoon will be about how do you view yourself? How do you view yourself, men and women? How do you look at yourself? How do you view life? How do you view things in general from a intelligent or intellectual standpoint? So when you face problems in your life, which you would do on a daily basis, and throughout your life, when you face them, when you have the courage to tap in within yourself and dig deep, explore your most intimate thoughts of finding out who you are truly from the inside out, and really nurturing those thoughts, and put forth the effort or putting the work in to try to make those thoughts come into fruition. So it's a process. You have to think those thoughts, meditate on them, and just stop putting them into motion. You know what I mean? You don't have to tell nobody your thoughts or nothing like that. You keep those intimate things to yourself. That's what helps you grow. That's what helps you stay private. And that's how you keep your business to yourself. That's how you keep all those different opinions of people, or what they call these days frenemies, out of your way. That's another topic of discussion. Anyway, it's not going to always be sunshine and rainbows throughout this journey when you come across these problems. That's why you have to know yourself truly, intimately, spiritually. Don't just to be a Christian on Sundays. You say you know yourself, right? And I'm speaking to myself too while I speak to y'all folks. No one's here to judge no one. Don't just be a Christian on Sundays, and then Monday through Saturday, you just gossiping, you taking the bone and carrying the bone. You being a slanderer. You the one that spearhead the smear campaigns. Don't be that person. Don't be the one that want to tear people down, because in the inside you're torn down, or you're scorned, or you heartbroken. You haven't healed. You haven't got over what you've been put through. Don't put nobody else through that. When you know yourself, you don't do that. When you know yourself, you go out of your way to learn about you, learn about the things that you want out of life, and the things that you want to build with yourself, and hopefully with other people around you to help lift them up. Because while you up and climb the ladder, you pulling those ones up too. Your day ones, the ones that mean you well, the ones that want to see you rise, the ones that not trying to copy you or imitate you. But if they do imitate you because of your qualities, they ain't trying to copy you or outdo you. There's no competition. I'm not in competition with nobody that I know of. If I am, I don't know about it. I'm unbeknownst to it. I'm only in competition with the man I was yesterday. So it helps me think and realize that the things that I did the day before that I probably didn't agree with, I probably, felt kind of bad or wrong about. It's not wrong with that. Don't live in regret. You change your pattern. You change your thinking pattern, your thinking abilities to something better. So that way, you prove yourself, man or woman, from the day you was yesterday. And you become better each and every day. So it's only me versus me. To become a better version of me, not to be stuck in the past. It's not wrong about giving a testimony about the past and how it changed you and how it helped uplift you and you became a better person in the process. That's why you have to know you. You have to keep moving forward. Whatever life brings your way, it's going to be setbacks. It's going to be things that try to tear you down or get in your way. You're going to have these so-called friends too, who you probably grew up with, who thought you knew. You don't really know them people like that. You're familiar with them because they don't really truly know themselves. If they haven't did the inner work, because you truly don't know yourself if you haven't did the inner work. You know things about yourself from the surface. What about the deeper level? What about the things that you numb? What about the things that you bury? What about the things that you don't want to be brought to surface to heal yourself completely? That's all it takes. No one's perfect out here. I still have my own battles, but I don't run from them no more. I face them. I deal with them. I embrace them. And I conquer them. Because God gave me the inner strength to do it. We all have that, but you have to tap in. Don't be the person that always look for other people's downfall or scheme on other people's downfall because you're miserable with self. You have to get out of that mindset. You should want to get out of that mindset. You should need to get out of that mindset. It's got to be a got. It's got to be a given. Because you will never elevate. You'll never grow. You'll never achieve nothing in life. You'll stay stuck. You'll stay stagnated. It'll be doors that stay closed in your face. Because it ain't the other individual who's closing the door. It's you. God ain't gonna lie nothing to give you nothing that you ain't ready for. Especially you ain't gonna take it seriously or put you in a position that you're gonna be the downfall of the people. Nah. He wants someone that's got a pure heart. That person that's not perfect. Don't claim to be perfect. But that individual is genuine in all respects. So if you're truly genuine with yourself with no deceit, you can be genuine with anything else outside of you. Even if they're not showing that same type of energy. That's why your energy is sacred. You must view it as sacred. Your time is precious. That's something that you can never get back. That's why I get that talk earlier on one of my talks about time management. How you view your time. Things that you do in your time, things that you do out your day. It plays a big role of who you are as a person. It says a lot about you, your character. Not saying that you all got it together. I don't have it all together. I'm getting it together. And you can too. So never think full of yourself. Don't do that. Nah, because God will humble you and bring you back down to realization that it's not all about you. It's about what you bring to the table. It's about what you bring out into this world. How can you give back? How can you be remembered by bringing clarity, bringing goodness, bringing hope, to the generation that's lost? How can you show people, not just by what you say, but by your actions, that you live and that you say and do the things that you are, or who you appear to be? It's who you are. What you see is what you get. You know what I mean? And what you see is what you get. And no matter what people say, especially when you up or you're rising up, and you're not arrogant, you're very humble, you're very meek. You're a person that like to listen. You don't know it all. And when you're rising up, God elevating you, you will have people try to bring you down because they want to pull you back down because they never thought that you as an individual, he or she, didn't have the potential. I didn't have the creativity. I didn't have the willpower. I didn't even have the thinking ability. They assumed that you didn't have that to be able to get put in a position to rise. So don't let that discourage you. Don't get heartbroken by that. You keep doing what you gotta do to rise. Keep doing what you gotta do to elevate. Because God gonna lift you. Once he pull you there and take you there, there's no one can bring you down. Only if you allow it. That's why your circle, the people that you surround yourself around or in the midst of you, know who you're dealing with. Know who you allow into your vulnerable places, your sacred places. I'm telling you, you get caught up in something that before you realize it, you be too in too deep. So know yourself. I tell you, people, at times, I don't be wanting to do this. I don't be wanting to do it. But, I had to sit back and think and really be like, nah, why not? Why not try to give a word of encouragement, a word of hope, a word of inspiration? Because I'm doing it for God and for the people. So, of course, it ain't about what I feel. I put that to the side. It ain't about that. Because we all deal with feelings and emotions. It's about my reason now. It's about using my God-given ability to give back, to give him praise. Like I tell y'all people, if I'm not filled in spiritually by doing my due diligence, what I'm supposed to do, then how can I give back if I'm empty? So I like to stay my cup filled, by doing my studies, by doing my meditation. As you see, I'm out here in the PJs. You know what I mean? I'm out here alone. You feel me? Soaking in this nature, this quietness, helps me reflect. So, like I said, everybody has their own little go-to of what they do. But strive to make it positive. Strive to make an impact. Not only for yourself, but do it for your children too. That way you can leave behind a positive legacy for them to learn about. Hopefully become in their own way as an individual. So they can give back to their children and grandchildren. It keeps going on. You'll be remembered as a powerful one. As the one that always spoke the truth. Never sugarcoat anything. So like I said, we have our bad days. And when we have our bad days, when the rain comes, the storm beats down your head, you have no umbrella. It's like you have no shelter, no way to run because all the problems are piling up. All your problems, this coming your way, that coming your way. The devil designed it for you to cave in, to break down, to give in, to store away your life, to feel that you have no meaning with your life. But if you feel that way, that's what the type of thoughts you're going to start thinking, and then you're going to start putting that to action. And then your life's going to show that you don't care about yourself, that things that you do. Whether you're doing drugs or you're doing your little alcohol too much, hard drugs, you're just living out in the streets. Whatever the case may be, it's going to show that you don't care nothing about life because you start believing that when problems start coming your way. Instead of getting to yourself, doing the inner work, going to God, getting to him, and putting forth the work to not giving up, no matter what comes your way. I'm telling you, people thought I would have gave up a long time ago. I used to think I would have, but something in me wouldn't. Because God's spirit lives within me, always has. So I have that fighting spirit to never give up, to never give in. Even when the days I don't feel like giving my testimonies, you know what I'm saying? And giving the videos for y'all. Nah, ain't no way. So I have to dig deep, go back in, and keep remembering what he's done for me and what I say that I do for him and what I do for y'all. So I don't want to take up too much of y'all time. Please take these words into consideration. They're not my own. They come from God that lives within me. And when God is for you, who can be against you? I'm gonna say it once again. When God is for you, who can be against you? You know what I mean? So you are what you think. I'm gonna say this once again. You are what you think. Like you are what you eat. You are what you think. So be that person that thinks positively, that has an optimistic mindset, that has a joyous mindset, a peaceful mindset, a pure mindset, not an ugly mindset, not a mean mindset, not a nasty mindset, not a miserable mindset. Nah, put that behind you. Bury that deep, 6 feet deep. Don't never allow that mindset to rise inside you or within you again. And that goes for me too. So we all have some work to do in the work. Let's constantly keep doing this. So who are you at the end of the day? As long as you know who you are at the end of the day, what you're striving for at the end of the day, what you're working on at the end of the day, what you're striving to achieve at the end of the day, only you know where you're going at the end of the day. I love all y'all. Peace.